New information on a Department of Justice report on Alabama prisons. Governor Ivey says the state is putting more than $100 million into the Department of Corrections to fix problems within the prison system. That's your tax dollars. Today, the DOJ ripped the state's prison system. It even accused the Alabama Department of Corrections of possibly violating the constitutional rights of inmates. The feds said homicides, inmate rapes, drug overdoses, and extortion are rampant in the state's prison system. There are even hints the DOJ thinks the state is covering up some of these crimes. WAAY 31's Brecken Terry is live in the Shoals after asking if or when the feds plan to step in if improvements are not made immediately.
The Department of Justice gave the state 49 days, that's 7 weeks, to start their corrective action. Now, if the federal officials do not see enough improvement, then the United States Attorney General can come in and sue the state of Alabama. Now, in the past year, Governor Ivey did acknowledge the federal government was investigating problems with the prison system. It's part of the reason she asked for a $100 million to improve the Department of Corrections. Now, some of that money would have gone to hire about 500 correctional officers. The DOJ's report constantly highlights overcrowding and a lack of officers. One former warden admitted low officer staffing levels creates barbaric situations and puts officers in danger. The state also plans on building 3 more prisons. There are more than 16,000 male inmates, but the system is maxed out after about 10,000. The report released today didn't say if the planned improvements are enough. Now, the DOJ did say that the state made some improvements prior to this report being released, but the next several weeks will determine what's next for the state prisons. Many advocates are skeptical if changes will actually happen. Live in Florence, Brecken Terry, WAAY 31 News.
All right, thank you, Brecken. And according to the Department of Justice, Alabama's prison homicide rate is nearly 8 times the national average.
Here's how the DOJ came to that conclusion. In 2014, the national average homicide rate in prisons was 7 per 100,000 prisoners. According to 2017 numbers, there were 9 reported homicides in Alabama men's prisons. Those facilities house 16,000 male prisoners, and that makes the homicide rate 56 per 100,000 prisoners. That's about 8 times the national rate. The DOJ also suspects the numbers are underreported, so it could be even higher.